Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the extended Flickr tutorial. Now this tutorial is actually really special because it contains stuff about Flickr which I've never shared with anybody before. So it goes far beyond just the technical aspect of that previous tutorial, and I'm going to share with you style tips, applications, closers, and how to even use Flickr with other card flourishes. We're going to begin with two really big tips about Flickr, things that a lot of people misinterpret about performing the move, and the second you know this, I think it's going to help you improve your Flickr immediately. After that, I'll show you the 4 ways which I perform Flickr myself. Then I'm going to show you 2 really cool closers which help you to do it with other card flourishes. Then I'll show you an application of how to use Flickr with another card flourish. So it's going to be pretty exciting. So let's begin with the 2 big tips. Tip number 1, framing. What framing is an invisible box in which your performance lies in. Imagine there's a nice box in front of your body. It's where the flourish takes place in. The idea really is about keeping everything within a certain frame, and your spectator watches and they can appreciate the flourish within this certain box. Now, most people don't know about framing. So what they get is no frame, and then they hold the card, they hold that, and they go like, woohoo! And they just flicker everywhere and out of frame, and what you get is someone who looks like that. So let's say I'm doing Flickr. I'm not going to be just going everywhere, right? I'm going to be holding it within this zone, and I'll be keeping it in a zone where you can really appreciate and admire the movement. Now later in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you the different kinds of framing with regards to Flickr. But for now, let's move on to tip number 2. Now, tip number 2 is that every single Flickr goes a long way. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, when I see a lot of people perform Flickr, they believe that they have to do the Flickr many, many times in a single second. So it's like, boom, 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 and they're like, no, 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 no. And really, you think about it, the truth is that Flickr is made up of 3 different sections. Don't think of it as a single flourish that you just go, oh, Flickr, it's just one thing. It's 3 different parts. So there's always a beginning, there's always a peak, and there's always an end. So let me give you an example. This is the beginning, this is the peak, this is the end. So instead of just going like that, many, I go beginning, peak, and end. Beginning, peak, and end. Now with the concept of framing in mind, and understanding that every single Flickr can go a long way with the beginning, the peak, and the end, I'm going to show you 4 cool ways to perform Flickr. Now the first way to perform Flickr just really brings it back to the basics, and that's to do it over the deck. And it kind of looks like that. We're just doing the move over the deck. So how do you do it? It might seem really simple at first. Just do it over the deck, right? But with the concept of the frame and the peaks in mind, there's some things to look out for. Now first of all, you want your frame to be in this smaller area here. It's not going to be a big frame, but just a nice concentrated zone of focus. Instead of just doing it over the deck, you want to begin with your hand here. You're going to peek over the deck, boom, like that. Then you're going to keep the card isolated over the deck, and you're going to rotate it like some kind of water wheel. So it looks like this, boom, over the deck. Now the second way to perform Flickr is called the whip, and this is what it looks like. You hold the card and it goes, you can do it upwards or you can do it downwards, and there's this nice straight whipping motion to the side. So how does that work?